Chapter 28, number 4. This should be a fairly short and sweet question. Explain how the following events would affect the demand for labor. Now, think about numbers 1 and 2 that we did. When the marginal revenue product of labor increased because the price increased, we saw that the profit maximizing firm would be able to increase from the 14th to the 15th laborer. So that increased the number of laborers they would employ. Let's think about that, keep that in the back of our mind as we look at these prompts. Letter A, a new education program administered by the company increases labor's marginal product. Well, again, thinking back to that earlier set of questions, the marginal revenue product of labor is equal to the marginal product of labor times the price. That means the marginal revenue product of labor will increase whether it's the marginal revenue side of it, the marginal product side of it, or the price side of it. We looked at the price side of it before. This question is about the product, the marginal product of labor. If workers can produce more, then the marginal revenue product of labor rises. And if that happens, now they can meet the marginal cost of another worker more easily and hire another worker. Or two, or three. I don't know how many. It depends on how much, right? So that increases the demand for labor because it increases what labor can do for the firm, the marginal revenue product of labor. Letter B, the firm completes a new plant with a larger workspace and new machinery that workers can utilize and that does not substitute for the functions provided by workers' labor. So that's an interesting thing about labor and capital. Earlier we were kind of doom and gloom because capital can be a substitute for labor. But you know what? It does take laborers to operate capital. It can be a complement for labor. And so if this firm has this new space and is adding these new tools, this question is telling us that they need workers to operate those tools. So that is an increase in the demand for labor because the way it's prompted here, the way it's described here, labor and capital are complements. And the increase in the demand for a complement increases the demand for its complement. And that's what we're talking about. So thus, that would also increase the demand for labor.